Hey guys, what's up? So today we're talking about a hypothetical fight between Rock Lee and Neji. So basically, this is a highly wanted fight in the Naruto universe. So I'm doing this, and basically, this is we are going to be taking a detailed analysis of both these characters and see what they're like. Who could win in a fight where they are at their strongest? So we'll be going over various forms like their Genin form in the Chunin exams. We'll be going through their Shippuden form. We'll be going through a bit of the war arc. And we'll be going through a hypothetical Boruto fight. So yeah, let's begin. Now, let's see Neji, the Hyuga prodigy, who knows all types of gentle fists, the protective 8 trigram 64 palms, the 8 trigram 64 palms, which is his main thing. The 8 trigrams 128 palms. He's got all of that good stuff in gentle fist. He also knows the gentle fist palms revolving heaven. Okay, like that's the ultimate defense of the Hyuga, and like he was not even taught that. He was from the side branch of the family of the Hyuga family, but like he literally watched the main branch and was able to see it and understand their techniques. Um, Now let's say that Neji is pretty strong in the Chunin exams, and he's the top rookie. He was the top rookie in his year. Now people say that Rock Lee would not win against him because Neji wiped the floor with him when they were young. Okay, now this is just a stupid concept. Like, why would Rock Lee not improve? So it's a bit stupid if you feel that Rock Lee would not be able to defeat Neji since Neji always defeated him when they were young. He just shat on him when they were young. But I just feel like Neji is like he was the prodigy. He has the Hyuga blood in him. Just give Rock Lee a break. But Rock Lee has developed over there, and when we see him kicking the shit out of Gara, and then Neji is like, "Is this Lee?" He acted as if he's never even seen Lee's actual form like this. So I guess the knowledge is on Lee's side. See, Neji is a prodigy, and he might be able to understand a strategy during a fight if you give him enough time. But I guess Rock Lee has the information on hand. He knows a lot about Neji and his techniques, and he can understand how to control and how to not get hit by any of those techniques. And by that I mean the 8 trigrams 64 palms. I just mean that, and he can actually dodge those since he just knows all of Neji's techniques. It's really easy for him. But I don't want to give all of the credit to Rock Lee since Neji also has his Byakugan, so he has dojutsu on his side. So this is not only a taijutsu fight, even though it's their main thing, the Hyuga and Rock Lee's thing. But he also has his Byakugan, which enables him to see their chakra network, and that would help him. So I guess let's look at Lee now. Lee is one of the strongest taijutsu masters in this series. I guess after Might Gun, maybe the strongest. Yeah, he is pretty strong now. In his base form in the Chunin exams, he literally was like just toying with Sasuke. He didn't even care. Sasuke had just two Tomo Sharingan. He was like an Uchiha, and even Sasuke was like a prodigy Uchiha. He was kind of like Neji. He was kind of like a Neji or something like that. But he just made him like look like dirt. He just ruined Sasuke's name, and now he has uh, like before he opens the 8 gates, at least the first or the second gate, these are at least the four his four main moves in taijutsu, like the strong fist, the shadow of the dancing leaf, the leaf great whirlwind, and the leaf gate. These are his main things before he like becomes like a huge taijutsu, like before he opens the gates and becomes like a huge taijutsu guy or something. So these are his main things. He just beats Sasuke to a pulp. He doesn't even care about Naruto. He just with one hand he just hits Naruto in a corner and he slams him on the wall. But let's go on to the forms of Lee. So anyway, his two strongest forms are his eight gates, and his drunken fist. Now, because he literally makes, okay, let's talk about the drunken fist technique first because it's more entertaining. He like literally makes Kimimaro look like a joke. Like Kimimaro struggles to deal with this. He acts like so it's like more entertaining. Exactly like I mentioned earlier. Like, it's he makes Kimimaro so afraid because when like Lee becomes so unpredictable in that state. So yeah, so his drunken fist makes him actually stronger, and he also becomes and he also doesn't have any control on himself. And if he doesn't have control on himself, that probably makes him stronger. He isn't as sensitive, and he can hit as much as he wants or something like. And his strength and speed increase like with when he has sake. So then we'll go to the eighth gates. He can open the five gates, I guess, in the Chunin exams. And now, yeah, talking about the Chunin exams, again, he just shits on Gara. This Gara is like the only thing keeping him alive is his sort of his sand armor, and he almost died with that too. The only reason he won the fight is because of his sand armor. Lee was able to penetrate sand like even a B rank mission. Like Gara's gone on a B rank mission and one A rank mission. He had gone on one A rank mission and two B rank missions before that, and he was like, and he must have faced extremely high Jonin or like maybe even Kage level fighters, and he didn't get a scratch. And now this Genin is opening the five gates and just beating him up to a pulp. That too, the sand was infused in him by the Kase Kage. Like he just like penetrates through the sand and beats Gara up. I think that if Neji were to come with uh, Rock Lee in a fight in this time, I guess he Rock Lee would try to engage in a small taijutsu fight before opening his weights, and his weights actually are another thing that makes him so quick. His weights make him so quick. He's like a speed. He's like the Lightning McQueen or something. He's like so he like zooms through, which is another reason why he went to Garasen. The main reason is because he was not wearing his weights. I guess he would wait until Neji was vulnerable and then find a moment to remove his weights. He would engage with him in a battle and try to fight a bit harder. And since he knows about Neji's strengths, he would try to manipulate his weaker areas. And when Neji shows a moment of vulnerability, he opens his you could say his weights, and he could rush around him and try to get hits, and he could try to get hits. But I feel that Neji, like, unlike Gara's like his sand is his only thing. Gara, like, he becomes strong later in the series, but he doesn't have any distinguishing feature other than the sand. All he does is control the sand, and the sand protects him. He doesn't have any ninjutsu, taijutsu, or genjutsu. But Neji, he has talent. He can actually do something if his defense or something goes wrong. He can actually do something about it. But if Lee opens a few of the gates, I think Neji would have a hard time dealing with him. Like, I don't want to underestimate Neji. First gate, second gate, and third gate, Lee would be like fine for Neji. Like, I guess Neji would. They're not more than enough. Like, they're not even like enough for like. I guess he would be equal with like without the eighth gates. But if he opens the first and he tries to use the primary lotus on them, sometimes it doesn't work. Like you saw, like Lee was absolutely useless in front of the sound ninja. Which so I guess in this round maybe Levens, but only if he opens the eight gates. It's a possibility, but the only possibility Neji has, which is a surefire way, is if he if he closes Lee's chakra points before Lee could open the gates, and Lee would be absolutely useless. He has just basic taijutsu to help him. Okay, anyway, let's go straight into Shippuden now. Both of them have become stronger. Now, not all of them have got, like, both of them have not got as many new techniques and all of that. Like Neji hasn't got as many new techniques as Lee has. Like Lee has improved his sixth gate, and he's modified a lot of his techniques. So he's got the sixth gate as we see, but we only see three major fights of Lee in Shippuden, and then we see a few in Boruto. We don't see anything in Boruto. We don't see anything in Boruto. He opens the eighth gates. He opens like the six gates to help his sensei. Like against Madara, and that's really strong. I mean, the six gates would probably be like, even like, if you like, I don't think I should be doing this, but if you count Genin Neji in this, Genin Neji would be he would be dead a long time ago if he opened the fifth gate, which is why I don't want to include this Genin Neji into this. Let's not get into this actually. But with his gates, and he has improved a lot with his on his techniques and his execution of these techniques. He's also become a lot stronger, so that changes the entire situation. But Neji is no joke. But even though it's sad that he dies, before he dies he does improve a lot. I guess he's equal, like, I guess he teaches Hinata a lot before he dies and all of that. So, first of all, these are the two major things that we see in Lee. Like we see in that we see in Neji, but like we see in Lee, he has his six gates and he's improved his techniques. Same with Neji, he's improved his techniques. He's got a new technique called the air palm, which is actually very useful. Like if someone like Lee would try to concentrate and open his gates, Lee would just try to knock him with the air palm, and then Lee would be like scattered. Neji also has improved like the visual range of his Byakugan, which is 800 meters, and he can also see into the depth, see in the depths like of different people and their chakra networks better. So I feel that both Neji and Lee have improved. Now again, as I mentioned, Lee has to, like, the two major things that they have. Neji has his ability to close down chakra networks, and Lee has his weights. Now, I'm not saying that the 8 gates are not valid, but again, as I mentioned, the chakra networks won't allow him to open the 8 gates. So it's quite possible that if Neji does that, he takes the fight. So the main thing is Lee's speed. Lee's speed to get away from Neji. The 8 Dragon 64 pounds are so fast that if you see his fight against Kidomaru, like Neji just trashed Kidomaru. He just straight on, like, Kidomaru couldn't even see. Like he was like taken aback so quickly. Now I guess Neji would have to shut down Lee's systems, and that would take a bit of time, because Lee is no joke either. And then Lee would have to remove his weights, which would take some time. Like since Neji would have to take over his vulnerability quickly, and Lee would have to remove his weights, and then like go really fast, and then while running really fast, gathering this. One way to knock Lee off his focus would be with the air palm, but I don't see any other way where Neji could tackle Lee from long range. One thing Lee has an advantage is he doesn't have any long range stuff, but his speed is so quick that he could go from short range to long range with Neji really quickly. So I feel that, but even if Lee doesn't have time to take off his weights, he could get the first or second gate and could engage in a taijutsu battle with Neji, and then Neji straight up, he's gone. So I feel Lee wins. Like if you compare them in base, Lee loses because he just shuts down his chakra system. Like I don't know how long Lee would be able to fight Neji, because Neji has his dojutsu and he understands the flow of chakra. He could manipulate that, and all ninjas require chakra. So I guess if he tries to go long range, then he couldn't last. But if Lee could get good blows on Neji, then he could go. Like if you remember in the Chunin exams, it was one punch that it took for Neji to get like for Neji to like not move or something. It was as if a fifth gate Lee knocked him after Naruto punched him in the Chunin exams. So I guess if he gets a few good blows on Neji, Neji might fall. So I guess in base form Neji wins, but since Lee can engage with him in a short period of time, he would be able to remove his ankle weights or open the first gate, and then by the first and second gate he's probably got the upper advantage since he could open the third and fourth and fifth gate anytime. And then if he opens them and he gets Neji down, then he'll win. That's done. Even the air palm won't work. So I guess Lee wins this battle. So thanks so much, guys. Remember to like to this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.